course, Florida Week, everybody shared their thoughts on it. For you, what's kind of been your recollection both as kid growing up and a player about this game?
Game, this rivalry has been played before me, and I just look at it and I respect the rivalry, and it's something that I dreamed of as a kid to play in, and it's just like Miami Week, just got to keep your emotions in check at the beginning of the week, and all the emotions are gonna fall in place at the end. So it's all about just having that mindset and going into it, just knowing it's gonna be a dogfight.
Having been committed to both teams, I guess what factors, when you were looking at them head to head or anything like that, kind of made you come to Florida State?
With me, it was all about loyalty and just knowing who I could trust. And I'm not saying I couldn't trust none of the coaches, but I just feel like me and Coach Fisher had a bond that I knew I was in good hands with, and I knew I was coming here and I was gonna get the same thing from Coach Fisher in recruitment, and that's what I like about him. And he's one of the greatest coaches I've been around, and it was all about just loyalty, just with him and me and him.
Dalvin, I'm sorry, I thought you were there. This is going to be last game before the Heisman Trophy voting, and if you have a good game against this defense, do you think that'll outweigh the fact that you're not going to have that conference championship game to have one more shot to impress them?
I don't know, man. I just know I'm gonna go out there and compete, and I'm gonna go out there and play my football. I'm gonna go out there and just give it all I got, and if it impressed them, it do. But I'm just going out there to compete, and I'm trying to win this football game. I'm gonna just go out there and just lay it all on the line. That's it.
Dalvin, you were committed to two teams before. Fan bases don't like Florida State very much, Clemson and Florida. How did you feel about Florida State when you were committed to the Seminoles?
I started committing when I was early, when I was like a 10th grader, 11th grade. I just feel like I was just thinking about the program have a lot of success, and I want to go there, and I want to really think with my head. So in my 12th grade year, I sat down and I was like, man, I gotta start thinking more, and I started thinking like Coach Fisher. He run this type of offense, he do things like that, and he utilizes his back a lot. So I just wanted to come play for him, and I was seeing the success he was having as a coach and producing players. So that's why I really wanted to come play for Coach Fisher.
Do you ever find yourself rooting against Florida State because you were committed to Clemson or at Florida at the time?
No, I wasn't really no fan like of one team. I just like watching college football, and I just like it's one of the exciting things that's in today's football.
Mm-hmm.
You've had big games against Miami, 140 yards against Florida last year, big game against Clemson. What does it mean to have some of your best games against your biggest rivals?
It's big, and I was always brought up like big players gonna make big plays at the right time, and I just want to go out there and I try to make the big plays for my team at the right time, and the players in the best predicament to win, and so I just go out there and I just try to compete on the highest level I can.
Dalvin, what impresses you the most about their defense? And a lot of the same guys were there last year that are there this year. What impresses you the most?
They play on the high level, and they always been a good defense. They rank top in the nation, and they gonna come to play us tough, and we know that. It's Florida and Florida State, and we know all of us know each other, so that's gonna bring even more out of both of us, both of the teams. So they gonna play us on that high level, and they do a lot of things and mix up a lot of fronts and stuff like that, try to confuse us and stuff. But they gonna come play at a high level.
Dalvin, you've had big runs at home and on the road. Do they feel different in the moment? Can you tell, like when a crowd gets quiet or when a crowd gets loud when you're in the middle of a run? Can you tell that when you're on the field?
Yeah, and that'd be the best part about the runs when you're away from home, when that crowd get quiet, and when you're home, when that crowd go to screaming and stuff like that, that's the best feeling in the world, and but it is a great feeling when when you're breaking a long run and you see the crowd ain't doing nothing about it when you on the road, so it is a great feeling.
Is it more fun to do it at home or on the road?
On the road. I love being on the road. Then you just silence the crowd and they can't say nothing about it.
Dalvin, same thing with Miami, but what is it like playing against when you know a lot of the guys on the other side of the ball?
It's big because after the game, it's all about Man, we beat you. It's all just having that fun relationship with them, man. I know Treon. We know each other good, and we played against each other in high school, so it's just like the same rivalry with me and him. We back at it doing the same thing, and that's a guy I grew up with, and it's just all be about bragging rights at the end of the day.
Have you talked to him, this week or a couple weeks ago, or have you talked about this rivalry?
We talked about it before, I just don't like talking trash the week of the game, But after the game, it's gonna be a different story.
What's the trash talk? What's the trash talk like during the game?
Everybody gonna have their own words to say. Me, I don't have too much to say on the field, and I know a lot of guys do, but we're gonna be in the swamp, so they're gonna be ready to play.
Dalvin, you haven't played in the swamp yet, but what have some of the older guys said about it? It's a night game. I mean, what is that going to be like? What they've told you?
Big environment, and the fans, they are crazy. They love their football in Gainesville, and so it's just gonna be like a Clemson environment. So we just gotta go on and be ready to play.
As far as going on the road, I mean, it's another top 6 defense. What maturity and strides have you seen in this offense from Boston College on the road to Clemson on the road to going into this game?
We're more confident in what we're doing, and we're going in with the game plan, and we're confident about what we're doing, and we're going in and not scared, and we're more comfortable with what we're doing right now, and I feel like we done took the strides, and we done faced a lot of adversity, so we know what it takes now, and that's it. We just know what it takes.
Now, when you talk about that confidence, what are examples that come to mind that say, okay, we weren't doing this earlier in the year, or we didn't do this against Clemson?
Come in and start fast, and that's our main goal. We come in and we start fast and finish stronger, and that's what we've been working on in practice. Just coming in, starting fast, and just putting the pressure on them first. That's all it is, starting fast.
Dalvin, what's it like to be a part of this rivalry when both teams are really good like they are this year? Because for all the history this rivalry has for the last decade or so, both teams haven't seemed to be good at the same time.
It's real good, and it ain't no other way you want it. Ain't no other way I want it. I want both of us to be good, coming in with a winning record, and make the rivalry more bigger, and to make the game bigger itself. So it's a good thing that both of us having a winning season. So to make the game more big.
Dalvin, I know after the Rose Bowl you're real disappointed about the fumbles, and we talked about it a little bit in the spring too. What have you done this season to not have fumbles be an issue in your game?
I really just really didn't do nothing too spectacular. I just went back and just worked on it in the off season, and I came in this season with a mindset I'm just gonna make plays. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be Dalvin. I ain't gonna change nothing. I'm just gonna go out and I'm just gonna be me. And I just went out with the mindset that I'm just gonna go make plays, and just with the blessing of God, I've been taking care of the ball.
I asked Jimbo earlier today, what's been the biggest improvement with you in that aspect, and he said, you have more knowledge of the offense and you're not worried about making your plays, making your cuts. Was that something that you were kind of aware of last season?
Yeah, I was worrying about the playbook a lot. Still learning the plays as I was going as a freshman, and I told you I couldn't move how I wanted to move, so I was just kind of like really just learning the playbook as I was going. So it probably was a problem.
Of all the running backs in the Heisman conversation, you're the only one that hasn't turned the ball over with a fumble. Did you know that?
No, I ain't know that. I don't know. I guess it's a blessing. That's all it is.
Dalvin, Sean McGuire has been with this program for 4 years, registered junior. And a lot of quarterbacks, when they don't win the job, you see this, they transfer. How much does the team appreciate Sean's loyalty and sticking it out, and just even if he doesn't win the job, he came to work every day?
We appreciate Sean, love Sean to death, and Sean, he's part of our brotherhood, and Sean's one of those guys. He gonna come to work every day, and he's one of those guys you gotta appreciate. And Sean stuck around, and things wasn't going so good for him at the beginning. Never won a job, he stuck around, and now he got the job, and I'm happy for him. And just like I say, I appreciate him for sticking it out, and because most people could have just upped it up, but he didn't, and I love him for that.
One more question.
When you say I'm going to be me and be Dalvin, How would you describe you?
Going out there, playing for my team, laying it all on the line at the big times and the big moments, and just rising to the occasion. That's it.
How you feeling health wise? Ankle and
I'm good. It's Florida week. I'm good. It's Florida week. I'm good. Ready to go.